Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. I'm really pleased to be able to be talking about solecism tonight, because basically it means bad grammar and bad behaviour, a couple of things that I've been well acquainted with. Just to precise that a little bit more, there's two meanings to the word solecism. One is that it represents a grammatical error, and it could be any grammatical error, it just means a grammatical error. And if you've done that, you've committed a solecism. But many people do it, so don't feel too bad about it. But the other meaning is taking it into the social etiquette. So if you walked into, let's say, a room for Toastmasters, and you didn't appropriately address the Toastmaster, and you said this is a load of rubbish, and made a few comments contrary to the beliefs, that would be a gaffe, a major gaffe and a breach of etiquette. So the point here is it's doing something that's not in the norm for behaviour. If I can give you an example of a solecism, which is the first line on the sheet. It says, Andrew can't hardly talk. Now you've got two double negatives there, can't, hardly, and that is considered bad grammar. So that is a solecism. So the right way to say that would be, Andrew can hardly talk. That's the right way to say it. On the other hand, in literature, many of the big literati, they actually use these solecisms to actually make a point. And that's what I was actually very pleased about, because whenever anybody says, Andrew, your grammar's wrong, I'll say, no, it's a solecism. So that's why I'm really pleased to be introduced to this word myself. Now, the second line I've got there is Andrew's solecism was an embarrassment to his Toastmasters Club. So in other words, if I committed erroneous grammar all the way through, you wouldn't be happy. So I would be exhibiting solecism. And the third one is that Andrew committed the solecism of laughing at his own joke. In other words, it was a behaviour that's not normally expected. I'll just finally say, before I tell everybody why I'm here, the derivation of this word, you can split it into two. You've got solic and ism. Ism is normally a way or a method or a behaviour. And the first part is normally a noun, like exhibitionism or something like that. Now, this came from an old Greek town, whose name resembled Solic. But the thing about that particular town was that nobody could understand the people speaking. Right? So after a while, people says, "Oh, where are you from?" "Oh, that's the town where nobody understands how you speak." Eventually, it got crystallised into the language, and that is how we have solicism. Just for my friend Justin there, if Leeds was this town, we'd have Leedsism, right? As an example of how not to speak. All right? So that's it. So my job for the rest of the day will be to listen to speeches and for solecisms and various other interesting phrases and mainly good points. I'm not looking for bad points. Thank you very much.